right, good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's good. Baseball After Dark time, Saturday, May 2nd, 9 o'clock, East Coast. Not even dark on the West Coast. Sorry. 9 o'clock over here. I don't like to be up too late on my Saturdays. Man, we got some weird shadows going on. Let me turn on more lights in here if I can. Ooh, now we're real bright. All right. Hope everybody's good. I have not watched much baseball. I listened to a little bit of the Yankee game on the radio this morning, during the day game. But I've made some changes today, so we'll be able to rock and roll. Good evening, Grounds crew, popping in to say like and subscribe, join the discount. Oh, Abuela's birthday. Enjoy the birthday, Spec. Yes, sir. Enjoy the birthday. Don't forget to drop some likes. What else we got here? Oh, my Pops. What's up, Pop? Shota shoves, Jordan rakes, another Murakami salami. We got Dolander on the mound. I saw Okamoto had a good one today. So, plenty of good stuff to catch up on. Chris Sale bump night in Denver. All right. Let me give you a little sneak peek here. Yeah, in the Discord we had some gravity, Magnus force, rising, not rising, perceived rising, all that type of talk. All right, well, anyway, hey, what's up, Mom? Hey, Mom, love you. All right, so I want to show you this. I just made this yesterday. This is called the Baseball and Coffee Sorter, baseballandcoffeesorter.com. You get 3 coffee cups if you're the winner. We got scores. We got batters. We got pitchers. Right now, Cody Bellinger is our top scorer today from batters. Pitchers so far, Max Meyer. We also have top Hyundai prospects on here. Lazaro Montes is our leader right now. On the batting side, on the pitching side, Jonah Tong with an outstanding outing, 6 innings, no runs, 1 hit. So this is going to help me like figure out who to watch on a daily basis. So I just messed around with Claude a little bit and built this in like 2 seconds. It only goes back a few days. But you see, we can go back a few days. I do have an NPB tab, but I wasn't able to crack that code. So anyway, that is kind of what we got going on today. That's what I was doing, spending my free time doing the last 2 days, as making a little corny tool to help me watch. All right, let's hit the standings, and then we'll talk about what's happening live. All right, Yankees 22-11, 1.5 up on the Rays. Red Sox are 9 back at 13-20 in last place. Jays are within 1 game of 500, so they've come a long way. In the Central, Cleveland's a 1.5 games up on Detroit. Kansas City is in last, only 4 back though at 13-19. In the West, A's 17-16, half game up on Texas. The Angels, who have been really poor lately, they continue their series with the Mets tonight. They are, I guess they're only 5 back, but they've lost 7 in a row. NL East, we got Atlanta Braves 23-10, 7 games up on the Miami Marlins. Mets currently in last. They continue their series with the Angels tonight as well. 11-21, 11.5 back. In the Central, Cubs 1 game up on the Reds. Cubs finally seized control of this division. They've played really good ball. Over the last 20 games or so. They are 21-12. Reds are 20-13, a game back. Pittsburgh 18-16 is in last. This division continues to be really good. Don't sleep on the Cardinals, who now have positive run differential. They're 19-13. I think they have the lead right now. They're playing very well with this young team that was punting. Dodgers 20-12, half game up on the Pods, and Giants are in last place, 7.5 back. All right, let's see what we have in real time right now. I don't think it's 10 straight. Is it 10 straight wins for the Cubs? Is that true? Well, I think they had 10 in a row at one point, right? All right, we just need Baseball Savant, scoreboard. All right, here is our live scoreboard right now where we're at. What's up, Grounds crew? All right, Cardinals up 3-0 on the Dodgers, top 7. Tigers up 5-1 on the Rangers, end of the 6th. Braves up 3-0 in Coors. It was mentioned already. Sale is on the bump in Denver tonight. Middle of the second, White Sox and Padres are 0-0, and there are 2 more games scheduled. Mets and Angels, which will kick off here in about half an hour, and Royals Mariners will come up a couple minutes after that. The games that already were completed today, Yankees won again. They're just playing really, they're just beating everybody's butt. Notable in that game though, Pete Alonso, 2 balls hit over 110, including another home run. He seems to be heating up. So Yankees win that one 9-4 on the O's. Blue Jays 11-4. Okamoto, huge day. We'll definitely check him out, of course. Cubbies. Have they won 10 in a row? I mean, sheesh. Maybe they have. Either way, they won 2-0 today behind Shota Imanaga. There was actually a request recently to check out this guy, Juan Morillo. So maybe if we do watch this game, we'll check out Juan Morillo, reliever for the D-backs. Brewers 4-1 winners over the Nationals. Kyle Harrison has pitched very well for this club. Reds had a really embarrassing outing today where they walked 7 guys in a row. I don't know if that's ever happened. So they lose to the Pirates 17-7 just with some tough pitching. Guardians crushed the A's 14-6. I know the walk streak ended today for Kurtz. Marlins blanked the Phillies. We're definitely going to check in on Max Meyer. I believe he's the triple coffee cup right now. Max Meyer dominated the Phillies today, beating Andrew Painter. Astros beat the Red Sox 6-3. Arrighetti kind of cooked in that one. And then the Rays with a 5-1 win over the Giants. So that is where we are at in the moment. Right now, update, I was wrong, 7-3 in the past 10, likely 10 straight at home. A bunch of people are saying that in the chat here, 10 straight at home. Either way, that's a pretty impressive streak. And the Cubs have played incredibly well over the last 20 games. All right, where do we want to start today? Let me go back to my sorter again and just take a peek, because this is going to reload as games finish. So at the moment, the 3 best pitching performances based off of the scores are Max Meyer, Shota Imanaga, and Dylan Cease. Also a pretty impressive performance, it looks like, by Foster Griffin again. We mentioned Kyle Harrison. So that's one thing. And then on the batters, man, it's crazy. Okamoto can't even get in there. He's way down the list at 12th best performance by the score that we have here. But Belly, huge day, 4 hits. So we'll check in on him. Shea Langoliers, again, another 2 home runs. JJ Bleday, those are the men with the coffee cups today. But we'll start with a pitcher. We're going to kick it off with Max Meyer. Max Meyer of the Fish. He had maybe one of the best starts of his career today. So I'm very curious to watch how he did it, what the Phillies look like. I know Schwarber, I think has struck out every at-bat in this series so far. Another 0-for-3, 3 strikeouts today. So he's not into a great spot. He's not in a great spot at the moment. This was a showdown between 2 young guys, and Max Meyer ends up going 7 innings, 2 base runners on 83 pitches. So really, really impressive outing by him. He's now sitting at a 2.68 ERA, and these numbers haven't updated yet on the percentile rankings. But yeah, 40 strikeouts in 37 innings, 1.03 whip at the moment. And let's check it out. He's usually very slider happy. I will say he has got a really good one. Now he's pairing it with the sweeper. So literally sweeper, slider. Those are the top 2 offerings, 22 and 21 each. And then 19 four-seamers, 11 sinkers, 10 changeups. He got massive whiff on that sweeper, 63% on that sweeper. It's a little bit of a power sweep, 88 miles an hour, and it goes, it's kind of like a slurve. Goes 10 to the left and down 7, whereas his slider's a 0-0 ball. So it's nice that he has both of those pitches really dialed in and both above average in velocity and everything. So that's a good thing for him. He can really spin it. Only 59% first pitch strike, but who cares when you get 40% swing out of the zone? So Max Meyer, let's check him out versus the Phillies today. As the Marlins, they've been the second best team in the East so far. We'll see if they can keep that going. They always seem to have good pitching. And so, yeah, we're going to start there today. Old Max Meyer, the man from Minnesota. who gets the start in this one and shoved. All right, first batter is Trey. He's going to roll him over on a sinker. We've seen the right-on-right sinker in approach recently has been absolutely absurd. Feels like every time I watch a right-on-right sinker in, it's an out. All right, we talked about slider. Strikeouts from Schwarber. Meyer wipes him out with a devastating gyro below the zone. That's just vicious pitch. At almost 91 miles an hour. Schwarber's not feeling it right now at the plate. And Max Meyer, though, that's perfect location below zone. Here comes Bryce, and he's going to punch him out looking to end the first. So a very nice first inning. 2 punchies of their best 2 hitters, and Trey grounds out. So very, 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 very cool, calm, collected first. Here's a 3-pitch strikeout to Adolis. Here's that sweeper I was talking about, which I don't think they should call this a sweeper. It's like a power slurve. -9 down, -13 to the left at 88. That's gross. That's super gross. I also love that he'll be able to kind of pair the 2 different breaking balls, and I wonder if he did that in this outing, in this at-bat. So let's watch the whole at-bat. There's that right-on-right sinker in. Nowhere near that. And then let's see if he goes, nope, he goes sinker in again. And then, okay, I see why he went to the sweeper. So if he starts the at-bat in, he's going to go to sweeper because that's the line where that ball is going to come out of. If he starts it away, he'll probably go gyro slider. But anyway, here's that sweeper again. It's vicious. See you later, Adolis. So another punchy there. Bryson Stott, little tapper. I think that's Xavier Edwards. Nice play there. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3 for each of the first 2 innings here. There's that right-on-right sinker in. Another easy ground ball. Seems like a cheat code at the moment. Maybe everybody's over-adjusted the four-seamers over the past couple of years, and now that right-and-right sinker is just a dead zone for hitters. I don't know. All right, 2-0. Going to the slider, 2-0 here versus JT to start off the third. Gets another rollover. Pretty nice play over there at third. All right, here's the first hit. It's Garrett Stubbs. Good swing on that slider down. Hit that ball hard, 103.5. So that's the thing about this slider. It's super nasty, but you don't really want to throw it in zone much. It's pretty much a strictly chase pitch. I think he'd rather throw his sweeper in zone. But anyway, ball's whacked pretty good. Oof, Schwarber has struck out in most consecutive strikeouts by a Phillies position player non-pitcher in the expansion era. Damn, that's a pretty crazy stat, Jane. Hey, went to the game today. Such a good game. I got some autos from my guy and also Josh Eknes. Does he debut or something in this game, or what's Josh Eknes' deal? We have to find out more about him. Do we think we looked at him on the stream already? I don't know. All right, there's the tapper back to the mound. That's going to be an easy double play. Very athletic play by Meyer. Meyer looks like he's played a little infield before. Yeah, nice play. So, faces the minimum through 3 onto the 4th. Trey again. Here's that sweeper. Another chopper. Man, he's leading the league in choppers to third so far in this game. Nice pitch. All right, next up is Schwarbs, and now he's going to punch him on the sweeper. Got him with the gyro the first time. That is devastating. That is such a nasty pitch at 90. This might be one of the best breaking balls in the game. To throw a ball at 90 and put almost 23 inches of total movement on it, that's not normal. That is not normal at all. Yow. Nasty. All right, Bryce, going to punch him out too. So first 2 times through the order strikes out Bryce and Schwarber, both times. So you know he had it working today. Man, look at that ball slide. Look at that thing move late. Man, great breaking ball. Great breaking ball. I actually love the fact that he has 2 different breaking balls now. I think before, you're trying to spam the 1, people get used to it, but you're spamming the 2, pretty hard to get used to it, and they're both fast. Meyer gained a lot of spin F when compared to last year. His fastballs got better. Probably he will try a kick change in the future too. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. All right, I missed this one. This is a 4-seam fastball. I didn't see many of these yet. 96. 96 from a small body. Here's the first pitch out. Beats him. Marcy's there. One pitch out is beautiful. And then here's the only walk. So who does he walk here? He walks Alec Boehm. And then he's going to get everybody else out. Here is a swinging strike on a four-seam up at 96.6. Man, let's take a look at that mechanic from the third base side. Of course, we have a dude's legs in the way. They really got to clean up these coaches' boxes. They're really messing me up. He's got a very hard knee lockout move on his follow through, but that's a little man generating a lot of force right there. That's pretty cool to see. Just the way he puts the finish on that thing. That's nasty. So he's cooking. On to the sixth. Garrett Stubbs, roll over on the slider. Gyro edition this time. Chops it over to first. There's Connor Norby, one out there. Here's Reyes. Ooh, actually a decent one to hit, but misjudges it with the barrel, pops it out to right. And then back to the top, Trey Turner. Now this time he beats him with the four seam. So it goes to the fastball. It looks like a little bit more at the end. At the end of this game. All right, seventh inning. Schwarber again. And Schwarber's lost at the plate. Let's watch this whole at bat. So he's punched him. He punches him with sweeper twice and slider once. Sweeper called. This is just triple sweeper. Man, and I know these pitches are nasty, but he's just not seeing them. Wow. All right, Harp. So Harper doesn't strike out this time. There's the changeup. We haven't seen much of that yet, but he gets Harper to roll over that changeup, and then he's going to finish his night with Adolis. Still pumping 96 here in the ninth. Really letting it eat. Delivery looks fantastic. That was probably the best swing of the day. 102.6, but got nothing to show for it. Man, great outing by Max Meyer. Great outing. What can I say? What can I say? Great outing. Let's get crazy. Max Meyer All-Star, along with Xavier Edwards and Otto Lopez. Man, I don't know. I mean, we're too early to look at All-Stars, but that was a hell of a start. 2 base runners against the Phillies. Schwarber 3 punchies. Harper 2. Basically 1 ball that looked threatening. Meyer was drafted in the 34th round by the Twins in 2017 out of Woodbury High School, where he was highly regarded as both a pitcher and an infielder. He was listed as a pitcher outfielder on the University of Minnesota roster in 2018, drafted by Marlins in 2020. So, yeah, I mean, he spent some time playing some other positions before he became a pitcher only, a.k.a. non-athlete. And you saw some athleticism in there for sure. So, man, he looks great. He looks really good. Not going to lie. Max Meyer, that was a very nice start, sir. He's off to a very good start in this game, in this season. Absolutely shoving. If he wants to be an all-star, he's on the all-star track. All right, so Eknes gets called up but does not pitch. Bender came in, and then Nardi came in to finish that thing out. Man, looking at this Phillies offense right now, I mean, they're in the doldrums with the Mets. Trey Turner, 682 OPS. Schwarber and Harper, fine. Adolis 678, Stott 561, Boehm 444, JT 661, Stubby 581, Sosa 710, but he's on the bench right now, and Felix Reyes hit that leadoff home run in his career, and now he's at 375. So yeah, Philly's not in a great spot. Not in a great spot. It definitely derailed the resurgent Phillies narrative. As for the Fish, what are they looking like offensively? They're getting nothing out of Marcy and Stowers yet, which is actually encouraging for them because those guys probably will hit. Otto Lopez, great. Edwards, great. Hicks, great. Ramirez, Norby's been fine. Graham Pauley's been disappointing. Man, Christopher Morel's not a guy anymore that plays. And then Estuary Ruiz, man, I haven't heard of that name in a while. So interesting to see. Which lack of offense is more surprising, Mets or Phillies? I'm going to say Phillies, a little bit more surprising. And I don't really really know why I say that. I think they're both a little surprising, but I just expect the Phillies to score runs. They generally score runs, especially at the bank. Especially at the bank. I'll never understand the Real Muto contract. 3 years. You know, it's funny because I felt like the Phillies didn't really want to do that, and they reluctantly did that out of love for him. But yeah, might not age well. I don't know. He was one of the rare players that his physicality didn't seem to be aging behind the plate, at least when you looked at his like sprint speed, bat speed, basically physical metrics. This is probably one of the most unpredictable years standings-wise, records-wise. All NL Central teams above 500 and the NL East struggling. Yep. Mets didn't have Soto. Good point. Everybody's saying Phillies in here. Phillies, 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 and Phillies. Dolander getting smoked. Damn, that's too bad. All right. Who should we check up on next? Should we check up on Kaz? Is it Okamoto and a little bit of Blue Jay investigation time? Probably. Cease also in this game. Okamoto has absolutely come alive as of late. Today he goes 2 for 5 with a dinger. He's up to 770 OPS, hitting right behind Vlad. So you know that's a good thing for the boys. Cease ends up going 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, give up a home run. Looks like it was Buxton. 3.05 ERA. But he got through 7 innings, which is something that we've been hoping for Cease. It's just pitching deep into the games. All right, but anyway, Kaz Okamoto. What are the Statcast looking like coming into today? I don't think this is updated yet. Starting to look pretty good. Starting to look pretty good across the board, honestly. And you see the rolling 50 ex-Woba has been very strong for him. So, yeah. If we do Okamoto, we also have to look at yesterday. Also, two bombs. Yeah, we will. I'm cool with that. Is it all versus the Twins? Yeah, it must be. All right, so Twins and Jays. First we'll check yesterday's game then, I guess. Since we're gonna watch Kaz Okamoto 2 for 4 with a walk. Here's home run number 1 from yesterday's Simeon Woods Richardson. Force him above the zone. Doesn't like it, but doesn't challenge it. 0-1.
That means more to him than if you were to go out and have a great
slider down and away. Good take. So we noticed, we saw a stat that somebody posted in the Discord last week about Big Oak moving further back in the box and also a little more on the plate. And ever since he's gotten to that positioning, things have gone good. All right, here's the first homer. It's a 3-1 slider. Oh, and that ball's absolutely tallywhacked. And home runs look awesome in this ballpark, by the way, because it's the smallest acreage in the league. And like the stands are very vertical, so like you can hit balls in second, third deck, and left. They're very aesthetically pleasing. Anyway, is that a matcha celebration? That's fire. 104.8 at 29. And now if you recall, he was struggling with breaking balls pretty big time in that first video I did on him. Now he's hammering 3-1 breaking balls to the moon. Really nice swing there. You can see the boys love it. The boys love it. All right, next at bat versus Simeon Woods Richardson. He's going to hit a first pitch home run on a split. Ooh, just kind of pulls the hands in, and he's a big, strong oak tree. Drives it out to left. Yeah. Klein Bier, full of the good graphs. Been amazing on Discord. Been an absolute Discord freaking hero. Anyway, how hard he hit this? 110.2. This is an interesting home run because it's a first pitch split. So this is somewhat of a see the ball, hit the ball, mid-swing adjustment to pull the hands down in. Man, so on time for that. So, Kaz is hot. Ball's ripped. Yeah, it's really nice. Looks like the Jays fans really turned out in Minnesota. Man, really nice swing. What can I say? All right, so that's the 2 pumps yesterday. He also had a walk. And then in today's game, he pumped another one. 2 for 5. This one's off Topa, big time sinker sweeper pitcher.
Just that much more range.
Last 2 weeks, Okamoto has 97 average EV.
Panned for a long time.
All right, so sinker in, doesn't chase, then a weird swing there, and then he's going to destroy a sinker in. It's actually a very similar location to the splitter he hit off of Woods Richardson yesterday. And like I mentioned, I mean, first of all, that ball's pummeled. 111.6, as you saw on the scoreboard there, as he hits it right over that into that second deck above the bullpen. This is a freaking bomb. He's hit several ridiculous bombs to center or left center so far this season, over 110 miles an hour. And now we're seeing it. We're seeing all the stuff that everybody was talking about, how much of a pro this guy is. I mean, shoot. He's got 8 homers now. He's creeping up. He looks way more comfortable. He's taking him out to all parts of the field. He's got plenty of power. The swing is dialed. And now he's pulling the hands in on down and in pitches. Man, and dropping the thunder. And that's what he has, such a uppercut like attack angle through the ball that down in makes a lot of sense. But boy, this ball is crushed. On pace for 39 home runs. That was 453. That was crazy. Big Oak hitting them bombs. 15 by 4, suddenly looking nice. I mean, yeah, but I mean, no victory laps in year 1. But anyway, nice home run there, and then even gets a single here against, former Met, Luis Garcia. Little linea up the middle. I never understood why Luis Garcia gets so many jobs. He's not that good at stopping runs from scoring, despite the fact that he's big and throws hard. But, I think he's a little bit of the, people just aren't watching baseball. That makes some of these signings. Hey, were you the type to stay after games and sign stuff for kids? No, I usually signed before the game. Before the game was my way, like on the way in. After the game, I didn't really stop much. I bolted out of there pretty quickly at night to get home. But before games, I always signed for the kids. Always, always, always. After the game, I mean, it's tough because it depends on how many people are there. There's some stuff with teams too, where some teams, like if you come to the hotel, some of the teams won't, some of the players, like nobody will sign, like as a rule. And then sometimes people will sign. So it just depends. You got to catch people on the right moment, I guess. All right. So Dylan Cease pitched in this game. We've been tracking him all year, so we might as well track this start and see what we got. 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earns, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. He did get clipped for a home run. Let's see if he used all his pitches. Very heavy fastball slider usage today. I mean, did mix in 12 changeups, 9 sinkers, 6 curves, and 4 sweepers. 31% whiff. Mostly on fastball. 28% chase is actually low for him, I'd say. So held his velo crazy. I mean, he's pumping 97.4 on average in the 7th today. So he's definitely healthy. We'll say that. He's definitely healthy. All right, what do we got here? Just don't like how Sandy says he wants people to go but then won't sign. That's not a good look. Yeah, well, I mean, does he never sign? Or is he just like not sign in that circumstance? I don't know. I feel like in Miami you have it easy. You don't have that many people there. You might as well sign. All right, Dylan Cease gets clipped for a home run. So we'll watch the entire first at-bat here where he gets clipped for the homer by Buxton. Starts the game with a slider, anticipating a swing. And then he's going to double up on that. Nope. And then four-seam.
Ranks across many of pitching categories.
Yep. And then he gets clipped for the home run on the four-seam. Tries to go up. It's actually just, sometimes it's just a better swing It's just a better hitter sometimes. To be able to take that oppo, you just got to tip your cap. That's 100 miles an hour the other way. Fastball up and away. Honestly, usually a pretty safe pitch overall. I mean, it's not as high as he'd like it. It's not where he wanted it, but good swing by Buck. 1-0 Twins. Wow. All right, next up.
Check swing and a swing. And Larnach strikes.
Yeah, the thing is that's crazy about the signing stuff is like they'll send kids as like decoy, like kids like pretending that they want your autograph, but they're really just getting them for grown men. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff. My whole thing was I usually sent I sent autographs back through the mail if they came to the stadium. But if you send them to my house, I'm not signing them because I don't want to encourage that. I don't want to encourage people to like show up at my door. If people figure out my address or whatever. But if they go to the field, I always signed them all in one big batch and threw them back. So here's a rarity. It's a Dylan Cease front door sinker. We don't see this very often. He's almost never even tried it in the regular season this year, so I like that he went to it here. And he's able to get the freeze on Josh Bell. This should be a part of his game. Not a huge part, but it's definitely a weapon he has. So nice pitch there. And now a first pitch out on the sinker. This is part of the reason why we wanted him to throw the sinker. The right on right sinker in. You can get a one pitch out. It's not all about whiffs. It's about one pitch out. And you know, even though he didn't have his best game in the world today, without outs like that, without one pitch outs, he's not covering 7 innings. So it had value. All right, change up here to start the second. Base hit. Didn't get that ball down. Now he's going to have a walk, so a little bit of trouble here to start the second inning. All right, 1-0 slider to Wallner, gets the weird tapper. He makes that play, so second and third. 1 out. And looks like Brooks Lee is going to come through with all the runs are going to score. This is just a rock fight. You don't really know what to do here. It's in between. Cease can't get there. Vlad comes and gets it. It's a tough angle. He doesn't get it out of his glove right away. Cease gets turned around. 2-run score. Everybody's safe. I guess in a perfect world, Vladdy gets to the bag and the second baseman comes and charges this like crazy, but that's not the way it went. And then I think if he gets it out of his glove earlier, I think he can make the play. But yeah, he kind of like, something happened here on the initial, just didn't work. And he had no play at home, right? Did he have the play at home here? No, it's too late. It's too late, and the catcher's pointing the first. All right, so that was a crazy way to give up 2 runs. Now he's going to have to pitch a lot better after that to make it through 7, which I'm sure he does. There's a slider away. Gets the swing and miss from Gray. And now he's going to get Buck out with a slider. Probably not going to throw him too many more fastballs after that home run in the first. Super high pop up there. So he's out of the second, but 3 runs are across the board. Third inning. So I think from here on out, he pretty much shoves, gives up 1 more run. Man, first pitch fastball smacked in the gap. That's an easy double. Now another first pitch, ball in play on a knuckle curve. Good thing you eat that ball. It's tough. You really want to get an out there. But that was a tricky play. That ball was hitting a really tough spot, in my opinion. He was looking home despite the catcher. Yeah, he was looking home, but then the catcher was like, go to first. So, you know. All right, next up. I mean, I get cards sent to my house all the time. Those I don't sign. But the ones to the field, I always signed. And if I'm, like right now, like when I'm doing broadcasting, when I see people with cards, like collectors, I always sign them all. Sign them all every time. But, you know, it's just like you have to figure it out somewhere because there's message boards where all the information, well, they like if you get success, people post where the success came from. And that kind of opens the floodgates. So you just have to be careful with it a little bit. You know, I got kids and stuff. All right, 3-2, 2 outs. Here's a fastball. Doors up top, 98-3. So pitches through a little bit of trouble there in the third. Here's the fourth. Ooh, we got our sinker coming here, right on right. Gonna get another easy out. I love it. Do more of this. He's already earned 2 outs and 3 pitches on that strategy today, which I'm telling you, that's going to net him the 7th inning. That strategy alone. 97 down the middle. Wallner can't hit a fastball, really. That's popped up. Next up, 4-seam fastball in. See you later. Very good 4th inning. What else we got here?
Back of short and down for a base hit.
Adam, what do you think of the idea of having an ink stamp of your autograph so you can quickly give them out to fans? Don't love that. I don't feel like that's the same as a real autograph. When I sign an autograph, I try to do a good job. I try to give them what they want. I try to say, oh, do you want it on the sweet spot? What color ink do you want? You know, I try to sign it nice. I try to do it right. All right, there's a base hit. So, man on first, no outs, and there's the sinker to Buxton again. He's going to get another out on that. So he's now gotten 3 outs on 4 pitches with right-on-right sinkers in. All right. All right. Good job. And here's the other run that's going to score. It's a 4-seamer, just middle down, banged up the middle by Larnach. Larnach might be their next best hitter after Buxton, I think. So that's the 4th run. All right, 3-1 count, challenge heater to Josh Bell. This one had a little cut on it, so he's going to get that double play. And you see how this ball just kind of cuts right into the handle here at the last second? Broken bat.
3-1 ground ball, misses Cease, but finds Clement, and he makes the play. It is a double play.
They said blue Sharpie can be sold or something like that. Yeah, a lot of people like that blue. I don't mind the blue. I mean, whatever. First of all, if you want to sell my autograph, like in all reality, I don't really care. It's worth like $3. It's just like, don't do like the fake kid thing, torture some kid by having them out there all day. Don't show up at the house. Don't bother me when I have the kids around. That type of stuff. But overall, I mean, most people are great. And of course you want to take care of them with autographs. I like autographs. I got a lot of autographs as a kid, so I get it. Tell you who was the best at signing autographs was Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo will be out there after the game for an hour sometimes with the Mets. He was super committed to signing post game. I think because he couldn't sleep at night anyway. But I like to sign before game. So anyway, Nimmo was amazing.
Probably a good call there, not getting.
The real question is how that kid get the phone number. Man, there's some websites out there. You know, I don't know. People find some stuff. I do remember one time I was in high school. I got a picture of Del Matanzas at Chipotle and awkwardly sat next to him to eat dinner. That's fire. He's the man too. All right, who's up next? Man on second, 2 outs. And he punches Wallner with the slider, so he does earn himself the 7th inning. 4-seam up. Doors. Brooks Lee. Next up. Ooh, a 1-pitch out on a slider. Thanks, Tristan Gray.
Gray pops it up to third.
To Okamoto. And then he's going to get Buxton out with the sweeper. Ooh, the very rarely thrown sweeper. And you know what? That was a pretty nasty one. Throw more of those, Dylan Cease. 84. Almost 3,000 RPM spin. Two-plane action, heavy two-plane action, 16.6 and -10. That's 26.5 inches total movement. That's a really good pitch. He should throw this a little bit more to righties. I like that he busted it out. So, okay. So, quick thoughts on Cease before I hop back in the chat. He pitched actually pretty good. I don't think he pitched that bad in this game, to be honest with you. A couple mistakes over the plate that he paid for with some singles, and then there was the weird play that cost him the 2 runs. But what I love, obviously you already know what I'm going to say, I love the right-on-right sinker usage. He got 3 outs on 4 pitches. That basically earned him the 7th inning. I also really like that sweeper that I saw right there. So I think improvements are being made. If this is a quote-unquote poor Dylan Cease outing, that's a pretty good place to be. Gave his team a chance to win. Pitched 7 innings. Did a good job. 106 pitches. So I'm a big fan of this development of today's outing from Cease. It's not always the perfect game, that gets you excited. Sometimes it's a grindy one like this, and I thought that's very impressive. you could easily get down on yourself during this game or frustrated, but for him to complete 7 innings is very encouraging. So, good sign for the Jays. This guy's been a great signing overall so far. Walk rate's still too high, but he seems to be evolving. He seems to be trying. He seems to be, he was already good, but he seems to be maybe becoming something more than really good. And he's still getting his punchies, 56 and 38 in the third. So, very impressive stuff. Also impressive from Kaz as well. All right, let me get into the solo shot here and into the chat for a minute. See what you guys are talking about here. And then we'll go watch something else after that. If I was a pro player and was somehow really good, I think it would be fun to never sign anything until after you retire and you're in the Hall of Fame, at which point you sell your autograph for tons. Yeah, but like if you take that approach, you're not going to the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? I do remember Ryan Braun had something where he was like, I don't want to saturate the market with my autographs. And I always thought, like, what are you talking about, man? Like, just sign them. I don't know. And then I had another teammate who, like, every time he signed an autograph, he would say, like, I'm signing an all-star vote. Like, that kid will vote for me now. But I never thought of it like that. I just thought of it like, yeah, man, you want an autograph? I'll give you an autograph. Adam, I will only show up at your front door and refuse to take no for an answer if it is really special item. Is that cool? My grandson hit his first home run today, signed the ball and gave it to me. Best thing I ever got. I love that. That's way better autograph than anything else. My grandfather just gave me a ball John Franco threw to him 30 years ago, and now I'm on a quest to get it autographed. Oh, he's around. Johnny's around. I know where John's around. I know where John's at. I know where John Franco goes. You could find him if you wanted to find him. He would sign it for sure. Getting a ball thrown to you by a player is also very cool. When I was a kid, we were at BP one time. Paul O'Neill was taking his shagging very seriously in right field. I remember he ran down a ball very nicely. Everybody was like, ball, 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 ball. And I remember all my dad did was like give him like a little like hat tip, like nice play. Threw it right to my dad. Bam. Felt like that was a cool moment. Nimmo couldn't sleep. Yeah, man. Me and Nimmo, I used to always hang out with Nimmo really late at night, especially the last year when I was struggling to sleep because of baseball. But he just like so much adrenaline from the game. He used to sleep in late, but he would take a long time to fall asleep, especially on the road. Like he would always be hanging out till like 2, 3 or later. There's guys like that for sure. What else? Grew up going to McCoy Stadium in Pawtucket. Kids with those buckets hanging down and got autographs was so fun. I didn't do the buckets as I like to ask for them. Yes, so I love the buckets. I love any type of contraption that people build at home, like special custom. Used to see that at St. Louis Cardinals spring training, because when you first walk out of the clubhouse onto the field at Roger Dean Stadium in Jupiter, it's a pretty high wall. So people would lower down the buckets with the pens and the cards. I felt like if you go through all that work, like you definitely deserve an autograph. Like I think that's amazing. Also, now they've banned these now, which I'm actually a little sad about. But in San Francisco back in the day and some other places, people had ball grabber contractions. A lot of times it was like a catcher's mask, and they would have them on a string. And if a ball rolled up like underneath where they were standing on the wall, or any of the walls, the high wall, the low wall, they were lower it down and like snag the ball off the field and like bring it up, and now they got the ball rather than having to get a player throw it to them. I've seen all different contraptions for this. To me, those are ingenious, like very cool. Erector set vibes, Sandlot vibes. Like you should definitely be able to do that. So it's weird that they got rid of that, but yeah, anything with ingenuity, I'm on board for. Got a handshake in my glove signed by Kelly Gruber as a kid. That's amazing. What do you think about the red light glasses? I was wearing them a lot when I was playing, but like I haven't been wearing them lately. Magnesium has been my nighttime thing lately. All right, what else we got here? I got my first auto from Pete Giftopoulos, Penn State fame. He had moved in 5 units down from us. The neighborhood kids just said it was a football player. I was 8. I went to his door with nothing. What did he do? He came out like, this has happened before to me too. I've like on Halloween, we've had kids come to the house and like they're nervous. Like they think they're like Mets fans or Yankees fans and they want to talk to me. And like Brett's like the best with that stuff. Brett's always like, "Oh, we'll get you a baseball card. Don't worry, Adam will sign it for you." And then she sends me off into the office. I get all the stuff. I sign it, bring it back out. So sometimes it works out. Just don't be a creep. That's what it comes down to. Don't be a creep. I blocked all the kids that did the prank calling because they kept calling me. There was like a group of 20 kids that would like trying to FaceTime me every night. So I just blocked the whole group. Couldn't do it anymore. All right, what else we got? Did I see Ben Joyce's rehab outing a few days ago? No, but if he does, if and when he gets back, I'll be excited to watch him because I saw him throw one of the most electric innings in baseball history against the Mets in 24, where he like the last pitch was like 104 something to JD Martinez. It was insane. All right, what else we got? I never got a ball at Yankee Stadium. Got a foul ball in the upper deck. The one and only time I went to the game at AAA in Scranton. Still special. Still special. The Zach Hampel method. Zach's got a lot of methods that I'm not too fond of. But yeah, Zach, I haven't seen him in a while. I wonder what's going on with Zach, actually. Good question. I hope he's all right. All right, what else we got? I went to batting practice in Toronto years ago and got more than one ball. They were playing the Red Sox and Ortiz hit that, left a solid mark on the ball. That's nice. When you get like a really good, when you get a really good like ball with like some paint on it because it took some paint off the bat, it got hit so hard. Those are amazing. AO, do you still have your David Cohn signature from when you were a kid hanging somewhere? Yeah, I do. I got a whole bunch of weird autographed stuff around. Man, I have a really cool one that I was just thinking of. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Well, no, but I will show you this. This is really cool. This is really cool. So this ball I got at Yankees Fan Fest with my dad in the year 1995, between 95 and 96. What's crazy about this ball is that the person who signed this ball was fired like a few days later, and Joe Torre was hired. And they went on to win the World Series in 1996. This is a 1994 World Series baseball signed by Buck Showalter. And it says, "Wait till next year" on it. My dad had him write on it when I was a kid. And of course, the Yankees did win the World Series the next year, but Buck wasn't the manager anymore, which so often has happened in his career, unfortunately. But I remember I showed him that, and it kind of blew his mind. So that's one kind of funny random thing. All right, let's keep it going. You doing a game on TV tomorrow? No. Tomorrow night in Detroit, Anthony Rizzo is doing the Inside the Pitch role tomorrow. I will be there. I got a couple good things coming up. I will be doing the ESPN game on Thursday night in San Diego, Cardinals versus Padres. I'll be in the booth. Mike Monaco on play-by-play. Myself, Todd Frazier are the two analysts in the booth. Then Sunday, I'll be in Kansas City again, where I just was, for, I think it's Detroit, Kansas City. And I'll be doing the Inside the Pitch there as well. Here we don't really have a big autograph culture, only if a person dies like Senna. Yeah. Ayrton Senna. I remember you talked about it in the Discord, but what app creator website you recommend if I wanted to make an app? I mean, I've been using Claude now. Claude, I think, is like the best thing I've seen in a while. I mean, I was using Cursor AI for a while. Oh, you watched me talk about closers on rates and barrels. But yeah, no, like this is the thing that I made. I made this thing right here. This is called, I made this like in a day. This is like how I can easily grab like who had the best performances of the day. And I have prospects on here too. So it's like if there's something going on that I need to know about, this will probably tell me. Like for example, today, Cody Bellinger, like I mentioned, 4 for 4, 2 home runs. Shea Langoliers, 3 for 5, 2 home runs. Those are our top performers. And then on the mound, Meyer, Imanaga, which we need to watch, and Cease. So we've watched 2 of the 3. So pretty cool. Pretty fun. Pretty fun stuff. Pretty fun. All right. Interesting 9th in St. Louis. All right. We'll hop over there. Let's see what's going on here. We have 2 on and 2 out with Riley O'Brien pitching. This game did feature Roki Sasaki. All right. Cardinals, Dodgers. Riley O'Brien. So, yeah, there was 2 outs. Three hits in a row. 3 hits in a row. We got 3 hits in a row. Tucker single, so 2 outs, nobody on in the 9th, and then we got single. Ooh, Mason Wynn can't make the play. That was a brutal camera angle. Oh, he almost caught it on the fly and then can't quite make the play. So Tuck's safe there. Next batter here is Teoscar. That, almost makes the play, can't quite make the play. See if we can see this on center field. And then in play runs to Muncy. Let's see where that went. Oh my God. Second baseman could have had that? Second baseman could have had that? Did you guys have curfews set by management? No. No, there's no curfews in the big leagues. You know, you're trusted. Well, they don't trust you at all, but you know, they can't do anything to you. You're a grown man. You can do whatever you want. You know, so just handle your business or you'll be out the league anyway. All right, earlier in this game, Jordan Walker homer off Roki. Let's watch the whole at bat. This is the 2-run shot. That's really the separation in this game. So there's that split that he started throwing his last game, and then is this the? These are different splits. Ooh, yes, he's throwing them both. Fast split, slow split. Gets to 0-2. Slow split again. Fouled off. 96.
You have to bear down on this pitch. That's a good pitch.
Oh my God, self-defense swing. Yo, Jordan Walker, what happened? He's going to homer on the next pitch, which is what's incredible. And then here's the homer on the slow split. Oh, he hit that ball really hard. To hit it at that launch angle? Oh, my God. Yeah, 110 at 17. How'd you do that? This is similar to Okamoto's home run, just kind of like pulling him in on a down-in pitch and smashing it to left on a line. That's incredible. 3-2, rushing up. Team started spamming sweeper and he's whiffing 40+%. Yeah, I don't think he can cover sweeper with how upright he is. If really down and away, he's kind of in trouble. But right now he's on time for fastballs in, and he's adjusting to breaking balls that don't get down and away. All right, so that was the Jordan Walker home run. We're still in this inning. Pa has also singled. This is what made it. This is what got them within 1 here. Man, they're all just grounders too. Like, I can't say he's getting hit that hard. Muncy's was hit well. But so then the villain, Dalton Rushing, is up at the plate right now. All right, so we'll see what happens. I struck out. And the game is over. This was the game. Sweeper down, ball game. Cardinals hang on. Cardinals been winning baseball games. They have been winning baseball games. Jordan Walker also went 4 for 4 yesterday. This was the first hit he got off Sasaki today. It's on a fastball.
In his 4th year with time in the majors.
See, he's on time for the heater. That's the difference this year to me. At least now he's on time for the heater. Yeah, you can spam him with sliders, but you got to get him to the outer rail. So that's what I think. The slow split needs to be thrown outside the zone. Roki doesn't have consistent command yet. You just can't command that thing. It's such a slip pitch. That's why he has the harder one. But it looked to me like they kind of went a little bit too much to that slower one, to your point. You can't really command it under any circumstances. I want to see Walker 4 for 4 yesterday, too. So that's Dodgers, Cardinals. Walker 4 for 4. Let's see the 4 pitches he hits on. Fastball from Sheen. It's off the end because he's got plate coverage because he's big, but he's definitely cheating towards middle to middle in, but he's on time for those. When you see his feet, he's getting into a little bit of the old habit, a little bit, where he's getting a little bit open with the front leg. Even though he goes 4 for 4 in this game, he was staying more neutral at the beginning of the season. So hopefully he can stop his tendency to do that. But anyway, there's a hit, and then he's going to get another hit on a fastball from Emmett. This one he goes the other way. Has not had that in his bag very often. Now he's going to hit a curveball.
He's been aggressive early in the count.
Yep, just didn't get it to the full down and away. He's able to get to that, and he's riding out breaking balls better. Ooh, good hustle there. And then he's going to get a slider here on Enriquez. Yeah, down in. Hooking it again. Interesting. I still think away is where he's going to struggle, and sweepers away particularly. But, yeah, back hitting good again. Damn, he got a triple on that? How do you get a triple on that? Was he flying or what? Oh, they bobbled it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really watching. All right, so anyway, that's Jordan Walker. He's back raking again. That's what, 6 hits in his last 2 games? That's crazy. Is the rushing hate justified? I'm not going to lie. Like, so far, yeah, kind of. You're a rookie. You don't even have, like, 200 days in the show. Like, we want to embrace you. Be yourself. But don't be calling people a fat you-know-what, like he did the other day to whoever that was, Miguel Amaya. That, you right in front of a teammate. Right in front of a teammate. And then he did the F-him thing after a guy was hurt. It's like, okay, you're a competitor, whatever, we get it. But like, oh, and then like the whole, like every time they put the microphone in front of his mouth. So yes, it's definitely justified. Now, that being said, I'm entertained by it. But yes, if I was an opponent, I'd be like, who is this guy? Relax. I feel like all the Dodgers prospects are like Roki. May, Brewer, Bobby Miller. It's all these high velo, right down the middle arms. Well, I mean, I don't know. You're being a little general there. There's obviously they all throw hard. Throwing hard, though, generally considered a good thing. But I'll hear you a little bit. I remember the Red Sox were thinking about trading for rushing last year. They probably would have changed rushing swing and be batting 200. Do you think that they're going to hit better now that they fired all the hitting coaches and they're doing driveline stuff during the big league season? I'm wondering. You guys think the Red Sox are going to like hit well the rest of the year? What do you guys think? What do you guys put that at? I'm very curious to see how it goes. Popping in before cake, what did you think of Emmett? Did we also watch Roki? We didn't really watch much of those guys. We watched the Cardinals beat them, really. Roki, I didn't dig in hard. Looks like he had some more walks. Mets are losing already? Let's find out. I haven't even thought about that. Mets game started? 1-0 Angels. McLean, 1 inning, 3 hits. Who got the hits? Shanuel, Soler, and Odell, all with 2 outs. Wow. But he struck out the first 2 batters, Neto and Trout. On the other side, Detmers is perfect through 4 batters. Damn. All right, hold on. Mets need to win this series badly, but also the Angels are like in a bad spot too, and they need to play better. Do we get any broadcast yet? All right, so here's McLean's first inning final pitches. Here's the first strikeout of Neto. It's a sinker up. Weird swing sword. Then he's going to get Trouty with a curveball. Looking. He just buckled Mike Trout with a curveball. You know how freaking cool that is? Sheesh. All right, now 3 straight hits. So he's ahead 1-2. It's the 4-seam. Yep, doesn't get it up. Shanuel's on that. Sinker right on right to Soler. Does he miss middle? No, it's an unlucky hit. Jams the heck out of him. No coverage in that spot. And then here's the RBI on a 1-2 sinker to Adele. Probably a poor reading of the at-bat because it's fairly decently executed. But runs back to the middle. What did he throw right before that? Curveball? Let's just watch this whole at bat. I'm curious. Trout should have blasted that curveball. I mean, yeah, by location, but did you see the bite on that curveball? All right, so he had him 0-2 on sinker. All right, so he saw 2 sinkers to open the at-bat. Lays off the sweeper. That's too far left. Here comes the 4-seam. He fired on that. Okay, backdoor sinker doesn't make sense yet. Here's curveball. Yeah, backdoor sinker doesn't make sense. Yeah, he didn't fire at the sweeper on this. He didn't fire at this pitch. They read this wrong. He didn't fire at this pitch. Yeah, sure. Like, okay, you want to throw a sinker right now, but they throw 4-seam away, which is kind of the same effect, and he swings. So the fact that he swings at this, even though it's a foul ball, tells me he's still firing on the outer lane. So you can't throw anything out there. And then the curveball doesn't get him off it at all because the curveball is kind of in zone. It is in zone, even though that's a vicious pitch. I don't know why he tried to throw that, though. And then now they go sinker, but this one missed his middle, and again, he's swinging on the outer lane. So that was a bad read there. He should have went for chase. Another chase there instead of freeze, in my opinion. But also, the runner hustling here to score is not a small deal. No, Shanuel really busting it here because they throw the runner out at third, and he's wait, I mean, are they challenging this? The run should have not scored. Are they challenging this? Guys, are they challenging this? Did they? It looks like the tag's on him. But look, he's not touching home plate. Run should not have counted. It was not challenged. How do you not challenge this? Harrison. Harrison's the guy in the video room, I'm pretty sure, still for the Mets. He's usually really good. We call him the Iceman. He missed this one. Home plate view blocked. Dang it. Dang it. All right. So anyway, that's the first inning from McLean. You know, a little bit of a mistake with it. Looks like he's pitching really well already, but a little bit of a mistake with a 4-seam. Bad luck hit to Soler, and then just a poor choice on that pitch to Adele. But 1-0 right now for the Angels. Damn, that really surprised me. So he's back out there pitching again now. Mets go 1-2-3 again. Beans. That's big beans. Big beans. All right, what do we got in here? Somebody have put something good here about the Red Sox. Jane. The problem apparent last year when they told Jim Rice to shut up and that he don't do hitting that way. Jim Rice is like see ball, hit ball, push a double to a triple. He's about to feel. Yeah, I mean, all the old guys are about to feel. This was bound to happen. I mean, you know, you put your faith in a bunch of you know, facility coaches. You know, they're going to teach what they know. Like, they have data behind a lot of the stuff they're talking about, but they've never been in the box. Like, they've never had any dirt under their spikes for the most part at the highest level. Like, they don't really understand that a lot of times in the major leagues, it's not necessarily about your swing. It's about what you're swinging at, or, you know, approach, or where your head's at, or there's some other adjustments to be made. So there's a lot of nuance there. But yeah, it's hard to coexist with a Jim Rice style and then that style. So anyway, batter's adjusting to Nolan. He needs to mix it up. I think he's doing fine. I think he's doing fine. I think he just gets in trouble a little bit because nobody chases his sweeper. And then he ends up throwing curveball, which is great as it is, right on right. And then the four seam, I think, is a legitimate weakness of his, even though he throws hard. But, you know, as long as you have that sweeper, that curveball, and that sinker, and that kick change, you're going to be fine. All right, what else we got here? Driveline made Christian Campbell try to pull the ball in the air, and that's not the kind of hitter he is. They are terrible. I mean, they just want everybody to pull the ball in the air, obviously. You know. Breslow wanted to fire Fatsy. Chorus said you'll have to fire me as well, as what I've heard. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Yeah. Imagine Spencer Jones paired with Colson and Mooney. That team would crush so many dingers. They would strike out, walk, and hit dingers. Spencer Jones is Mooney. Everyone hates him, and all he does is hit bombs and drop 900 OPSs. I'd love to see. I want to see Spence up there, but right now, if you're the Yankees, what are you gonna do? You know, everything's working. How about Springer's luck? Pitcher hit him right in the broken toe. Sheesh. Man, the Celtics went down, huh? The Sixers beat them, so it's gonna be Knicks Sixers now. Ooh, okay. I think the whole coaching staff has 7 years total MLB experience, and that's Bailey. I think you're right. I think you're right, Jane. All right. What else we got? Oh, yeah, the Cubs. We got to watch Shota Imanaga. That's probably one of the last things I want to do for tonight. And then we'll keep tabs on that Mets game a little bit. I'm totally ignoring the Yankees. They had a really good offensive day. They're just kind of boring me right now because they're playing so well. Belly had a great day today, so maybe I'll check on him at the end. But yeah, Shota Imanaga, and then the Cubs in general, man. The Cubs are playing just like supremely good baseball right now. And I'm noticing it. I don't know if other people are noticing it, but I am definitely noticing it. Imanaga is hilarious to watch. All right. The big thing with him early in this season is he's got his velo back. He executes as good as any pitcher in the big leagues. But you know, when he has his velo a little bit, he's harder to get on top of that really good fastball he has. So today versus the D-backs, who actually been swinging it, 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 87 pitches. Let's check out that breakdown. For Shota, 40 splits. Wow. 32 heaters, 8 sinkers, 6 sweepers, 1 curveball, averaged 91.2 in the 4-seam. That's almost a mile an hour down, and yet he had this game. And really, it's because it looks like the splitter. 48% whiff on the split is insane. 32% for the game because of that. Only got 1 whiff on a 4-seam today. And really struggled with first pitch strikes. So pitch from behind in the count almost all game today. 38% first pitch strikes. Very interesting game. Also, Ben Brown way better in the bullpen. Mitch called that a long time ago, and he was dead on. Dead on about that. All right, Cubbies and DeBacks. Shota time. Shota Imanaga, Ketel Marte. Let's watch this whole first at bat.
Ready to work.
4-seam away. 4-seam away again. Ooh, that's very hittable. But again, he's got almost 19 or 20 IVB on his fastball all the time. And he's short. There's the split, and then another split for the strikeout. Dirty. Dirty. All right. Now we'll start going. Perdomo. Fastball up. Man, it looks like the ball's going nowhere today at Wrigley. How hard was that hit? 97, and that ball went nowhere, guys. Nowhere. Where's the atmospheric? Don't they have that in here? I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. Don't they have weather data in here? Yeah, it's in here somewhere. It's somewhere.
For both.
Wow. Wow. Weird swing there by Corbin. Ends up being a single. The wind was blowing in hard from the right today at Wrigley. Everything in the air got killed. Yep, that's what it felt like on that first flyout, because I was like, there's no way that ball's not closer to the warning track. So very nice day for Shota to pitch, given that fact, with his fly ball tendencies. Nice play there by Bregman. All right, second inning. There's that four seam. That thing really plays, man. Popped it up. All right, here's a strikeout on a split of Nolan. Nolan struggles with splitters. Good pitch. Really good pitch. And then 3-pitch punchy of Fernandez. Nasty. Yeah, perfect for Imanaga. All right, split here. James McCann caps it off the hands. Horner, nice recovery. That was a lot of spin on that ball. So he's getting all these outs now with splits. It's either fastball up or split. So it's really no secret with Shota. It's just his execution is second to none. It really is. Here's another out with a split. Yeah, see, that was poor execution. But the deflection, Dansby, that ball was killed. 98-6. These camera angles are just too much. Too much. Too much. Shota still had a sub-1 whip last year. Yeah, and that's why I thought it was weird that the Cubs did the whole qualifying offer thing with him. I don't know. Like, he seems very comfortable there. His year obviously was a little weird. Why would he not just take that and come back? And then on top of that, they're paying the buyout money or whatever. It's like, so he's getting paid like 30 mil this year? I don't know. A lot of weird stuff there. There's a hit on a sinker. Very rare sinker. Adam, did you ever see a game at Wrigley from the rooftop seats? No, I played at Wrigley a lot. It's my favorite place. Made my debut there, everything. But, no, never been on the rooftop across the way. I've been on top of the scoreboard, in the scoreboard, all over the place in Wrigley. I've photographed Wrigley a ton with nobody in it, so the place is awesome. Here's an out on a sweeper. Okay. Out on a split here to Vargas. What's his ground ball rate? Very, very low. I mean, maybe in this game he got a few, but Shota is a fly ball pitcher. Faux show. Ben Brown didn't improve because he went to the pen, but because he changed the mix and added a sinker. Yeah, he definitely needed to add more pitches. The fastball curveball wasn't going to do it, but I don't know. I just, watching him, and I agree with Mitch, he never looked like a starter to me. Just didn't feel like one, you know?
Line drive ripped out into right center.
All right, so that ball gets into the gap. Man, you can really see the wind knocking it down. Good swing there by Nolan. Stays on this nice. This is what he has to do with outside pitches.
Line drive ripped out into right center.
Could be a little unsettling.
All right, Fernandez kind of beats him in. Man, look how much the wind is definitely howling in. Crazy. All right, 3-pitch strikeout of McCann. Here's the split. This will end the 5th. Or it won't. That's 2 outs in the 5th. That's nasty. And then a 1-pitch out on a fastball.
Fly ball left field. Swanson out to keep Ian have company.
You can see it's windy. All right, 6th inning. Another 1-pitch out. That ball's on the ground.
Swanson collects.
Dansby. 0-2 count again. Split. Wow, that's a weird target for split, don't you think? Wow, great play by Dansby. He's disgusting. Oh, that was so smooth. And with the finger point afterwards. This is a weird target for splitter, don't you guys think? Most splitters you want like down here. He's way off the plate away. Don't you think that's odd? They know he's going to reach away, so that must be a scouting thing. Perdomo chases away. Anyway, this play by Dansby is insane. Wonder if we can get a view of it from here. Kinda. That was sick. That was so sick. What about high home? Nasty. Their defense in general. Oof. They got some people who can play some defense. Shoot, I lost track of where I was. Yeah, I think I'm here now. Oh yeah, we just saw this one. All right, next. So he gets Corbin out twice with sweeper in this game, left on left. So that's what he's got it for. It's just like the simple, the matchup where it makes sense. Other than that, he's going to be spamming the fastball split. Here's the split. Don't want to hit it to him.
That is ripped left field. Pat chasing after it.
All right, so that's the first ball that's really, yeah, good swing there. So man on second, one out. They're winning 1-0 at this point. So let's see how he closes out this inning. We'll watch all the pitches here to see how he does it. Nolan first up, split, half swing. That's a really good splitter, man. Really good execution. Split again.
0-1 now. Here comes.
Pulls the outside pitch. Runner can't advance. Now he gets Fernandez. Split again. Ooh, sinker. 2-0. 2-0 split. So he's going to walk him here. It's going to be the one walk. He just kind of loses him. Yep, all right. And then he's going to get James McCann. No pinch hitter here. Splitter off away. Splitter again. 2-0 again. Ah, how's he going to dig out? Sinker. Oh, you got to hit that pitch. You got to hit that one. He backed himself in a corner. That's the one you got to hit. My goodness. Now he's going to go back to the split. Yeah. Gosh, you only get that one opportunity, you know? Dang. Dang, McCann had a big opportunity there. Imanaga knows, but great job there. Really great job there. I mean, yeah, .99 whip last year. Good call in the chat. .85 so far this year. He just executes just really, really well. Consistently, over and over again. If he's going to get beat, you're going to have to do it by swinging it against him. So that's pretty amazing. All right, what do we got here in the chat? Mets get one back. Andre Dawson was one of the first MLB players I sent cards to and got them back autographed. I sent them to Wrigley when he was a Cub. Exactly. That's the right way to go about it. A lot of times you will get it back. At least from what I've seen. Swanson had a great defensive game. He's so good. So good. Drake Baldwin is 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs tonight. He is really, really taking off this year. Really taking off. Dansby had 9 assists today. Yeah, I figured McLean would be on track. He's always on track. So there was another pitcher in this game that I was supposed to check up on. Yeah, Juan Morillo for the Diamondbacks. This was a request recently. He averaged 98.8 today, 99 on his sinker, 38% whiff. Okay. How's he pitching this year so far? My goodness, he's off to a nice start. 16 games, 15 2/3, 19 strikeouts, .83 whip. It's 4 pitches, 4-seam changeup, slider, sinker. Okay. Okay, Juan Morillo, what you got, bro? What you got? Moises Ballesteros, 3-pitch strikeout. Let's see it. First pitch changeup. Okay, so the changeup is the second most used pitch. Here's the 4-seam, 99 miles an hour.
Swing and a miss. He was late.
And then another one. 17 vert, 99 miles an hour. See ya.
And Murillo gets him. We'll head to
he just blew his doors off. All right, next up.
7 shutout, and the Cubs
Bregman. Slider, strike. Slider again. Check, swing, strike. Slider again.
Morillo, the 0-2.
No.
7 years old, debuted
And then
last
four
year.
seam dotted.
And right
That had
through
some
there,
hair on it.
Bregman.
Wow. All right, Ian Happ. Change up. So lefty attack looks like change ups and four seams. Righty attack, there's some breaking ball in there.
Fastball.
Head if you like it, Ian.
Thanks for being here. They're fun for me. I really enjoy them. This one, Saturday nights, I get tired for sure.
3-1.
But I really enjoy doing them.
Pops it
Really
out
enjoy
play.
doing them. All right, 3-2. So he's going to give up a hit here to Happer on a changeup.
And that's drilled out towards right center. Carroll not going to get it.
Ooh, yeah, the wind pushed that one into the gap.
Haps around second on his way to third. And Hap
Triple.
here.
And then Seiya gets him. Sack fly. It's 100 miles an hour.
Gurriel is there. Hap will tag. Here comes the throw to the plate.
You got rid of that thing. Oh, they had a shot at him. That's crazy. He would have been safe. But, I mean, look how quick he got rid of that.
Will tag. Here comes
That's a
the
good
throw
try.
to the plate.
All right, yeah, so clearly the guy throws hard. Throws gas. First time through the league. Nobody's seen this guy yet. Pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Chats are bumping. Chats are bumping, that's for sure. All right. Let's see what's up with the Mets. Braves whomping the Rockies. Too bad Dollander got whopped today. All right, so Mets scored a run. Somebody did something good for the Mets. Alvarez and Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette got an RBI. Slater in there versus Detmers. So they're through 3 now. Identical stat lines for each pitcher, except Detmers has thrown one more pitch. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me just catch up on McLean's outs. Second inning.
Practically match here today.
Yes. Well,
Sinker to Josh Lowe. Off the end. Flare out to left. Who's that guy?
going away again.
Is that Andy Ibanez? All right. Sinker here to Vaughn Grissom. Bo Bichette. There we go. And then a one pitch out. So really easy second inning. That sinker's really good. All right, third inning. Darno, another out on a sinker. Yep, so gets his pitch count in super good form with a couple quick outs there, and then Gross, and then Trout again. Backdoor sinker. So he's punched out Trout twice looking. Once with a four seam, once with a sinker on the other side for the Angels. It was a Slater double. A curveball. Slater rakes lefties. He used to own Kershaw, this guy. Own Kershaw. Love you too. I'm about done, my love. About done in a minute. All right, double there. Mauricio punches out. Bo Bichette in play runs. Here we go. Four seam. That's a Bo Bichette hit. Stays inside a up and in fastball. Clean base hit. Very nice. Very, very nice. We also have an Alvey hit in this inning on a slider. All right, 1-1 in that game. We'll keep tabs on that. Obviously, I'll probably watch that while I'm laying in bed. How long until Cashman trades for Rafi Devers? I don't think that's coming. At all. At all. All right, I'm going to call it. I'm tired. Been a good show. Been a fun show. Appreciate you guys. I'll be back on Monday. No show tomorrow. I will do a video on the Orioles rookie who is starting tomorrow. What's his face? What's his name? I've already kept tabs on this. Where is it? 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 Where's my top prospects? It's this guy, Trey Gibson. So there'll be a video on Trey Gibson. Never seen him pitch. So we will do that tomorrow. And I will make a video on his major league debut. Not sure how many Orioles fans we have of the show. But we'll try to gain a few more here. Red Sox really turned out big time watching the Jake Bennett video. Thanks to everybody who helped me spread the word on that. Anyway, it'll be Trey Gibson tomorrow. I will get that video done after he pitches. I think it's a day game. But anyway, we'll do probables now after I tell you what's going on with the scores at the moment. At the moment, Atlanta 8-1 on Colorado in the 8th. White Sox 3-0 on the Padres in the 7th. Mets and Angels tied at 1 in the 4th. Seattle's up 1-0 on Kansas City in the 2nd. They are threatening. And we know about all the other games that went final. Cardinals held on and won. Tigers beat the Rangers as well. All right, as for tomorrow, here are our games. Trey Savage back on the mound for the Jays. He gets the Twins and Joe Ryan from Target Field. That's a pretty good matchup. Astros, Red Sox, Cody Bolton. Never heard of him. He's facing Ranger Suarez, who's coming off a burner. 8-inning shutout his last start. He looked unbelievable. Unbelievable. Versus the Blue Jays. Reds, Pirates, Burns, Ashcraft. This is a sneaky good matchup. Burns has been pretty fun to watch so far this year. Orioles, Yanks. This is a wraparound series, so this is not for the sweep, but this is for the first 3 of the series. Max Fried takes the bump against the Orioles. Trey Gibson in his Major League debut, as previously mentioned. There will be a video on that. He draws the Yankees at Yankee Stadium for his debut. Very, very cool. Brewers, Nationals, TBA, Zach Littell. For Brewers, Nats, Giants, Rays, Tyler Mahle, and Steven Matz, who's been quietly pretty good this year as well. Love watching Matzy pitch. He's pitching tomorrow at the Trop versus the Giants. Phillies, Marlins, Luzardo, who has had a weird season so far, but if you look at process stats and expected stats and stuff stats, he could be a top 7 pitcher in majors. Some people would evaluate him to that level. Chris Paddock is going for the Fish. So that's his old team in Miami. Dodgers, Cardinals, Robleski, Dustin May from Busch. Dodgers trying to win a game in St. Louis. Diamondbacks, Cubs, Merrill Kelly, and Matthew Boyd. Cubs just red hot at home. 10 in a row at Wrigley. Braves, Rockies, the return of Spencer Strider. All eyes will be on this. Very weird place. Wraparound series means it doesn't end on the weekend. It goes into Monday. So it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday series. Most series end on Sunday. But wraparound series means it makes it to Monday. That's the Orioles, Yankees this time. Anyway, the return of Strider. Weird that he's in Coors or whatever. But yeah, I'm curious to see how he looks for sure. And he draws Kyle Freeland of the Rockies. Guardians, A's, Parker Messick. Guy's been awesome this year. And he gets Aaron Savali in Sacramento. Mets, Angels. This could be the rubber match, or this could be the Mets going for the sweep. Clay Holmes, Josh Kashanowitz from Angel Stadium. It's a 4:07 Eastern. Royals, Mariners, Chris Bubich and Luis Castillo. 2 guys who have kind of not pitched as well as they wanted to. Castillo's been downright pretty bad so far this year. Going for the Mariners. White Sox, Padres, Anthony Kay and TBA for the Padres. And then Sunday Night Baseball, NBC. I will not be on the call. Anthony Rizzo will be on the call tomorrow. From Detroit, it's Jack Leiter. And it's a TBA right now for the Tigers. So that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching the show. Please like and subscribe. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. Do some liking. Do some subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet and you happen to be here. We will be back on Monday. Have a great Sunday, everyone. And that's really it for me. I'm cooked. I'm wiped. So it's been a great week of streams. We hit our schedule, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Keep an eye out for that Trey Gibson video tomorrow if you're so inclined. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. All right. Good night.